Every dream begins as a whisper, a subtle stirring within the human heart. Often, we dismiss these whispers as fleeting wishes, fragile and easily broken by the noise of daily life. Yet, the book The Hidden Force Behind Every Dream reveals to us that behind every vision, every hope, and every unspoken longing lies a deeper power of force that not only calls us forward but sustains us in the journey toward its fulfillment. This force is invisible, yet it shapes destinies. It is silent, yet it speaks louder than fear, louder than doubt, louder than any voice that tells us to stay small. The essence of the book is that dreams are never random. They are not accidents of imagination. Each dream, whether of creating a business, painting a canvas, serving humanity, or simply living a life of peace and abundance, is planted within us with intention. The author explains that dreams are like seeds placed in the soil of the soul. They arrive not only to inspire but to guide us toward who we were meant to become. This shift in perspective alone is transformative. Instead of treating dreams as unrealistic fantasies, we begin to see them as messages, as sacred invitations from life itself. But having a dream is not enough. What stands behind the dream, what carries it from the invisible into reality, is what the book calls the hidden force. This is the blend of faith, persistence, clarity of purpose, and emotional energy that gives life to an idea. Without this force, dreams remain shadows. With it, they break through the barriers of fear, failure, and delay. One of the most powerful insights the book shares is that the hidden force is not something external we must go out and find. It is already within us, waiting to be awakened. Many people believe they lack resources, connections, or education, but the author reminds us of countless individuals who began with almost nothing and still brought their visions to life. What they had, more than money or privilege, was the hidden force, an unshakable commitment to the inner call of their dream. Think of the young woman who grew up in a village without electricity, yet dreamed of becoming a doctor. The world around her told her it was impossible. She had no books, no teachers, no guidance. But her vision burned too brightly to be extinguished. Every morning she would study under the dim light of a lantern, every evening she would walk miles to borrow notes from students in other towns. Her dream was not supported by circumstances, but by the hidden force within her. Years later, she returned to her village, not as the girl who once struggled in darkness, but as the doctor who now brought healing and hope to others. Her dream was not just personal, it was purposeful. The book emphasizes that behind every dream is also a responsibility. If we ignore the inner call, we not only deny ourselves growth, but we withhold from the world the gifts we were meant to bring. Dreams, then, are not selfish, they are sacred trusts. They are the unique ways in which each of us is called to serve life. To turn away from a dream out of fear is to withhold light from the very world that longs for it. The author also touches deeply on the role of faith. Faith here is not blind hope, but an inner conviction that what we long for is possible, even when nothing around us suggests it can be done. This conviction acts like a bridge between the invisible dream and the visible reality. The book reminds us that every breakthrough in history, from the invention of flight to the creation of art that shaped civilizations, began with someone believing in the unseen. Faith is the anchor that steadies us when doubts arise, and it is the wind that pushes us forward when progress feels slow. Equally vital, the book explores persistence as a companion of the hidden force. Dreams rarely unfold in a straight line. More often, they test us. We face rejection, delays, failures, and countless moments where giving up seems easier than holding on. Yet persistence is what transforms failure into learning, obstacles into stepping stones. The author shares the story of an inventor who failed more than 1,000 times before his creation finally worked. Each failure could have been the end, but persistence turned them into beginnings. Persistence is proof of how much we value our dream. It shows life itself that we are serious about carrying it into reality. Another profound teaching from the book is the importance of clarity. Many people claim they want success, but when asked what success looks like for them, they cannot answer clearly. Dreams thrive on specificity. The hidden force is ignited when we define what we truly desire, when we see it in detail, and when we hold that vision in our hearts with unwavering focus. The author suggests a simple yet powerful practice: to write down your dream in vivid words, to imagine it daily, and to let the image of it saturate your mind. This focus aligns our thoughts, emotions, and actions toward the same direction, creating a momentum that no obstacle can stop. The book also takes us into the emotional dimension of dreams. It is not enough to think about them logically, we must feel them. Emotion is energy, and the more deeply we feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement of our vision, the stronger the hidden force becomes. The author likens it to a musician who plays not only with skill but with soul. It is the emotion behind the notes that moves hearts. Similarly, it is the emotion behind a dream that moves us through struggle and inspires others to believe with us. Yet, alongside this power, the book also offers a gentle warning: not every dream is aligned with our deeper purpose. Some are born out of ego, comparison, or fleeting desire. The hidden force only truly supports those dreams that come from authenticity, those that resonate with who we are and who we are meant to be. That is why self-reflection is crucial. We must ask, is this dream truly mine, or is it borrowed from someone else's expectations? Does it bring me alive, or does it simply feed my pride? When we align with our authentic dreams, life itself seems to conspire in our favor. Doors open, resources appear, and even challenges become meaningful. In one chapter, the book illustrates this with the story of a man who pursued wealth because he thought it would bring him respect. He worked tirelessly, chasing money but feeling empty at every milestone. Eventually, after a health crisis forced him to pause, he realized that his true dream was not riches but creating art. When he finally followed that call, not only did he find joy and fulfillment, but abundance flowed naturally. His story reminds us that the hidden force strengthens only when we are true to our deepest selves. Ultimately, the hidden force behind every dream teaches us that dreams are journeys of transformation. The real gift of a dream is not the achievement itself, but the person we become while pursuing it. A dream stretches us, tests us, and calls forth strengths we never knew we had. It awakens courage, resilience, patience, and vision. By the time we arrive at the destination, we realize that the hidden force has been shaping not just our future, but our character. The closing chapters invite us to see every dream as part of a larger tapestry. Each person's dream, no matter how small or grand it seems, adds beauty to the world. A teacher's dream of inspiring children, a farmer's dream of feeding his community, an entrepreneur's dream of creating solutions, a parent's dream of raising kind and wise children, all are threads woven into the fabric of humanity's progress. None are insignificant, each is sacred. The hidden force, then, is love, love for the dream, love for the self we are becoming, and love for the world we are serving through our vision. When love powers a dream, it becomes unstoppable. The message of this book is both simple and profound. Listen to your dreams. Honor them. Trust the hidden force within you that is guiding, empowering, and carrying you forward. No matter how small your beginning or how great your challenges, the force behind your dream is greater still. And when you walk in alignment with it, you not only fulfill your destiny, you light the way for others to fulfill theirs.